Mother Mary speaks. Mary's DNA recoding. Sirius chromosomes. Get the chromosomes in line, for we are going about to make a dive in the universe of the DNA, the place where our life codes and programs live. The cord of a human cell usually has the 46 chromosomes divided in 23 couples. Now this structure is totally different in other planetary colonizations. For example, the Sirian body cell core contains 16.400.003 chromosomes, and they aren't only divided in couples, but also in triples and quartets. This brings total new and more impulses to the brains. Also to parts which weren't reached yet, for we only use a few % of our brains, so to speak. It is still a speaking piece of meat. I want you to listen closely, for by the following meditations you might already be able to take notice of the work in the brains. It is our task to connect to these 16.400.003 Sirian chromosomes, who are the bearers of the DNA gens. This will set a start-up process to invade the unknown and unreached caves and halls of your brains. Do you want to be a multidimensional being? Do you want to have 100% brain access, for total control of your body? Then start your journey to Sirius, and find out about it. Let the connection codes being downloaded into your veins, and let it slowly enter your DNA. This is a part of the Sirius shift which is about to come. Let yourself being mutated by Sirian masters, who live in a far higher dimension and vibration matrix than Earth exists in at the moment. Let the Earth and Sirius melt into each other. See a red firebolt melt into a green ice bolt. When the ancestors of both groups will melt together, there needs to be mutation there, for they are the sources and roots of our present DNA codes and programs stored deep into our cells. This activation will flow to our coccyx and open the codes for new spine impulses. A new Kundalini force will awake there. The snake will coil into a spiral right into the brains to bite open the locked parts and will suck out the venom. This will directly give its feedback to the chromosomes. There will be a spiral between the brains and the chromosomes, forming a pulsing vibration between head and DNA. This spiral is in the spine, and finds its way to the DNA spheres by the coccyx. Did you ever fall on your coccyx, and then feeling the enormous energy being released? The coccyx needs to be opened to awaken the DNA Kundalini. How to open the coccyx chakra? The coccyx lies under the spine, under the basket of the Kundalini snake. First you can imagine a little pipe on the top of the coccyx, and see yourself blowing in this pipe, so that the air enters and the coccyx grows. Now blow until your coccyx explodes. This will stimulate the Kundalini to wake up. If some people think their Kundalini has already awakened, then realize there are millions and millions of Kundalinis to awaken. After blowing, you can imagine yourself stinging the coccyx on different places to stir up the deeper vibes hidden within. See the coccyx in your hand as a tennis ball and throw it against the wall as hard as you can. Then take more distance from the wall and throw it again, as hard as you can. Now imagine yourself standing before an enormous sea, called the Sea of DNA. Now take your golf stick and hit the ball into the sea as far as you can. Now imagine that the sea spits the coccyx back to you and hit it again into the sea, again seeing it will return. The DNA is looking for a way out. The DNA is looking for your spine and your brains. Now if you get good at this, the DNA Kundalini can awake. Now you can open the coccyx as a secret box, and as you're in a stargate to travel from DNA through the spine into your brains. You might experience cool, soft energy winds moving over and through your body. There is much to release. Vega South chromosomes. Now let me discuss with you another planetary population, the South Vegas, from the Lyra constellation. They have even more chromosomes in their cell centers. They have 11.320.000.009 chromosomes in each cell center. By this quality they are more refined than most of the alien populations. Their abilities rise above the ordinary schemes of life. They are magic masters, shapeshifters, with high-tech living cages where they live in. Now these cages are for their own safety, for when they use their knowledge not between the limit laws of the universe, they are able to destroy themselves. Their light technologies are advanced. They can detect the threats and intergalactical conspiracies which others often can't. They are police masters, and there are living a lot of ascended detectives on South Vega. Their chromosomes make all sorts of combinations, which secrets and conditions are stored in the halls of Oath, their highly protected databanks. The Vega South shift is being prepared as a covenant between Vega South and Earth to mutate with each other. Vega South tells us that it is important to make this shift and covenant for the activation of a new chromosome program of programs of DNA in her, which will bring a lot of immunity against the coming dark threats and conspiracies. Sun chromosomes. Now finally I want to tell you about the Sun people. They have endless chromosomes in each cell base, which makes them very powerful interdimensional. They are directly connected to suns in other solar systems, and all these suns are the stairways to a total new DNA creation. The polysolar stairways will be a new code in the deeper layers of your DNA. This light is so light that it enters easily the different levels and halls of existence. It's ultrasolar light material which they plant into your deepest genes. They can detect the hidden DNA structures of each and every general, and their goal is to plant the best possible vector vortexes in the layers of the chromosomes. These vectors are the points in the universe where the best planetary and emissary rays meet. This process, as a nuclear program in the midst of the suns, produces a lot of smoke. This smoke is to prepare and call humanity, and to hide the eternal mechanisms where humanity isn't ready for it. We are waiting for you. My friend Toth is smoking his harmless cigar, and other ascended masters are smoking their pipes. We are waiting for you in your choice to ascension. There are many ways in ascension, many decisions you can make. Not everyone is on the same path. Not everyone has the same purpose. Not everyone has the same source. There will be splits among the ascenders. There will also be reuniting at some places. There will be storms to test the ascenders in their deepest motivations. The rain will fall to wash away many tears of the past, but will also bring new tears. Kiss the tear from the eyes of my son Jesus. They will give you the data for the coming time. You need to feed your brain banks. Use your liver to store, but also to let go. Don't carry too much data in your head, for it will damage your cell functioning. Eat slow, eat disciplined. Your Mother Mary. I am Metancia.